Alright, it continues to be winter break here. It is the 30th of December currently, and I finished cutting up the last couple streams into parts. The series is already at 126 parts, if you include this one here right now. So 125 as of the last stream. It goes until the end of February with this. Oh my good gracious. I genuinely think this is going to become like the longest single playthrough I've done of a game on this channel ever. I think that's genuinely going to be the case. So, you know, during this winter break, it's like, alright, let's go ham and be as on top of this as I can, because once the university semester starts, things are going to get a little bit crazy. Anyway, hello, Reggie Bump and Shiny Samurai. I hope you both are doing well today. Yeah, so, you know, there's that. I doubt it'll become, like, the longest game covered on the channel at all. That's probably going to have to still go to Fire Emblem Three Houses at 305 parts, averaging an hour each, as opposed to these that I try to average more around half an hour. But that's across 4 playthroughs, is Three Houses. 1 playthrough, yeah, that's probably going to end up going to this game, is what it's seeming like. So it's like, hey, even though, you know, there's already uploads for this scheduled, for the next 2 months worth of content, let's get as on top of this as I can, and you know, make more time available for me when life gets a little bit crazier with the new university semester starting. So there, yeah, this is gonna be like February 28th, I believe, right now. So like the last day of February that this goes up. So, you know, there's that. I had that as my reminder there, didn't I? I'll still be there. I think we were helping out with Yusuke, and Bond will grow stronger soon. Yeah, we can do that. So sure, let's go do that. So we're just kind of big chilling. We're doing some hardcore hangouts out here, and I'm just kind of trying to go ham here. Sure, I'll go with him. I'm deeply grateful now about our destination. Come to Madarame's residence. We can speak in more detail there. I will be waiting. And on thinking about how long this is and what an insane time investment it is that can take away from other projects and stuff like that, I would be intrigued to try games like Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden one day. But if they're similar time investments, it's like, maybe only if I have the time to spend like 3,000 years on one game. Like if my game schedule is really, really open at one point. Like I have been enjoying Persona 5, but had I realized how long it was going into it, maybe I would have started at a later date. But we're committed now, so here we are. This place has not changed in the slightest. I don't know, it feels nostalgic. Indeed it does. I haven't come back here since I moved away. The truth is, despite my best efforts to convey the meaning of the heart, I am no closer to understanding it. Such a troublesome roadblock never presented itself to me while I was living here. As you know, I spent most of my young life in this very house. That is why we have come now. I wish to reevaluate myself within its decrepit walls. By coming to this place, I may be able to rekindle the passion for art I once held. The passion of an inquiring mind on the hunt for pure beauty, before I learned of Madarame's foul nature. It won't open. No, I surely left it unlocked. Wouldn't that have been like months ago now, though? What? The door has jammed! I suppose it was quite an old door to begin with. It has begun to rust even while I was a pupil here. It seems now it is finally broken. He'd probably much more appreciate getting it fixed, right?
No.
That is a nice idea, but I am unfortunately not the owner of the house. I cannot call a locksmith. I wish I could fix it myself. But I struggle with mechanisms as complex as this. I do not have the steady hand required to mend them. I think I'll be able to fix the door with my current proficiency.
Oh.
Ammonia, you are capable of fixing it. You never cease to amaze me. Sweet! We did the thing. Let us head inside. We'll just go into this place where we're not even the owner, but the police confiscated everything. You know, I lived here not long ago, yet it feels almost like the distant past at this point. Being here has brought back memories, though. Whenever I acted out of line, I was made to sit calmly in this corner. Ah, and over there was a bookshelf, filled to the brim with various tomes. It contained art compilation books for the most part, but there were a few manga tucked away as well. At times, I would take a break from my art to hide and read them. This is also where we would gather to eat when the atelier still had a large people count. Sensei is particularly fond of salty food, so... Sensei, what am I saying? Why do I still treat him as my mentor? How long will I allow him to control my life? Are you okay? Yes, my apologies. The truth of the matter is, I used to paint in this room, and I did it simply for the joy of painting. No matter what I took as my subject, my hands would move of their own accord to capture its essence. But back then, I only saw the superficial beauty of the world. I could not see the grime beneath. After learning the truth behind Madarame's actions, though, everything changed. I strove to fight back against the newfound ugliness I saw, to display my talent to those who mocked me. I needed to do whatever it took to validate my artistic ability. In that search for meaning, darkness took hold of me.
What could this be?
Ultimately, I began to emulate that which I had so deeply despised in Madarame. You know, Boss told me something very interesting when I was staying with you that one night in Blanc. He said he didn't believe Madarame took me in for my skill alone. I suppose, now that I think about it, there would be no way to know whether or not I would have been talented. Ammonia, why do you think Madarame decided to take me in? Maybe he was sympathetic? So we return to matters of the heart yet again. It truly is a mysterious beast. Even after learning the ugliness of his true nature, a part of me still believes in my former mentor. I simply cannot come to terms with the stark dualities presented to me. The humble house and that loathsome palace. The kind teacher and the fiendishly deceptive artist. It seems even the workings of my own heart are inexplicable. What, then, of my search for pure beauty? Hello? Is someone there? Coming in!
This is a problem.
Could that be the police? I was wondering who could have been in here. You're the man from the exhibition. Indeed. Thank you for our conversation back there. More importantly, though, why are you here? I couldn't help but notice the door was open on my way home from work. Are you perhaps still caught in your slump? How do you know about that? I know a great deal about you, Yusuke-kun. You made a name for yourself by patterning your work after the beautifully detailed Sayuri. But that painting at the exhibition was quite different from that. Have you been trying out new styles? If you'd like, I can advise you. Materials, themes, etc. You seem as though you could use a helping hand right now. Aye. Most of your painting was done while living in this residence, correct? Your current lack of patron must be what is holding you back. Please, take my card. I made a living investing in promising young artists like yourself, Yusuke-kun. Director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation, Akio Kawanabe. But why have you chosen me? You criticized me so harshly back at the exhibition. Because I feel you have talent. Now, my foundation can provide you with an environment that will allow you to focus on developing your skills. If such a lifestyle interests you, we can talk further at a later date. As for today, I have business I must attend to, but I hope to hear from you soon.
Yes.
The Japanese Art Support Foundation. My opportunity may have finally arrived. And it was all because you opened that door for me. It seems good luck is simply a characteristic of yours.
In your debt.
You have my thanks, leader. Feeling my body with Yusuke is growing deeper! Sweet! Give me that next level! Harrison recovery chance to cure status ailments inflicted upon party members. Cool!
Right.
Neat! Rank 6.
Shall we return?
I must be going now. I think I'd like to think on this some more. See you later. But yeah, Shai Samurai, that's how you feel with starting Xenoblade. Worry about just how long it'll take you to complete. Which one? Which one of them? Which one of the 4 could it be? Or technically 5, but one is, you know, a remaster, so basically the same thing with extra content. I apologize, Harmonia. I lost my composure today. The emotions I felt in that house still remain with me to this day. I do think it's a good thing that I was able to realize all this. By the way, that gentleman, Kawanabe, was it? What's your impression of him? I don't know, a certain dignity. I had no idea he was the director of art support, but he definitely had a certain presence to him. And he was able to instantly pinpoint my weakness. He certainly is no ordinary individual. As someone with neither a home nor patron, I couldn't ask for a better offer. On top of that, I may be able to find a way out of my slump once I can fully focus on drawing. In any case, this deserves serious thought. I might come to you for advice again. Because yeah, if you let me know which of the Xenoblade games, I can tell you precisely about how long it'd be taking you. Especially if I know where you're at, I can be like, oh yeah, here's like X% left. A few degrees cooler would do it. Because I'm super familiar with Xenoblade. Dude, we're really running out of time here. But it's definitely not as long as this, so I'll say that for sure. People are getting even more restless online too. Are we done for if we lose here? I don't even want to think about that possibility right now. Indeed, those who once revered us as heroes now seem to revile us. Harmonia's right. Sorry for messaging you all about such weird stuff. It's okay, I feel the same way. Try and make sure I don't blow my cover. As should we all.
It sounds like everyone's starting to get anxious, but considering how
Don't
fast
worry,
the
it's
year is
fine.
coming in, the best thing we can do for now is stay calm.
Stay calm. I do all kinds of chores. Do I have... Yeah, I do still have that one. Cool. I'm not gonna go up with Kawakami yet. But we may as well, trigger the thing, I guess. Let's call the service. Oh, it's you. Yeah, sure. Don't think the bond will deepen just yet. But... we're going to have the bond deepen next time by doing this. With the power of doing this, our bond will deepen next time. Wow, clean my room. She's to be thankful that I requested her. Maybe there's a way to make sure Kawakami has a good time. Alright, I have something Kawakami might like. Feel like she'd be happy to receive that would improve her life. Okay, so I was like really far from ranking up then. In that case, if it's actually going to prompt me to do a gift there. Persona 5 Royal Gift Guide. What's something that she really likes here? Here's this page. Let's Control F Kawakami. If you could actually show me the place on the page. Okay, here we go. There are two special and expensive items worth noting before we begin in earnest. The first is a silver bangle, which costs 78,000 yen. Purchase it at the jeweler store, and you'll be able to give it to any male confidant for a +3 boost. +2 boosts are also available for the female confidants Takemi and Kawakami. Additionally, the heart ring, which costs 88,000 yen, is sold at the jewelry store. Grant +3 to a bunch of dudos, including Kawakami. Let's see here. So, ones that give +3 for Kawakami are digital camera, face beautifier, electric toothbrush, noisy alarm clock, and robot vacuum. I have a robot vacuum, right? So hold on. Digital camera, face beautifier, electric toothbrush, noisy alarm clock, robot vacuum. Do I actually not have any of those things? Do I need to buy more gifts? Well, unfortunate. What's this, what are the +2 ones? Castella, truffles, cup noodle set, designer perfume, luxury aroma set, rose, silver bangle, crimson lipstick. Wait. I know that there's Castella there. Yeah, there's this. Sure, let's do this, how about? You'll like that, right? Present for me? Thank you, it's nice of you to add a bit of fun in my life. Oh, that gave 3 anyway, cool. Feel like I touched Kawakami's heart a little. Feel like my bond with Kawakami will grow stronger soon. Okay, cool.
Thank you for using our service.
Yeah, no problemo there. Alright, yeah, this'll blow up. Wow. Thursday. Okay. Who's texting me today? Progress check-in. I want to check in on your progress. Maybe. No plant. Let's see here. So yeah, there's Takemi. I need more charm for Makoto's thing. I guess we'll go do Takemi's thing. Do I have a death persona currently? I have the Emperor one currently. So I guess I will first do this. We'll first go this way. Ah! All the sniffles! Holy crap. Yeah, I need to, oh yeah, there's ones that I just need to do, like, work for. That I could always put in case I can't hang out with anybody. I can do some work and get details on some mementos requests. Welcome to my velvet room. You still doing good in there? Alright, well. You enjoy yourself there.
It appears
Sure. Regent a gem that empowers its owner? Strength +3? I don't know, sure. Sure, even though I think I have things that are like all stats +3 from DLC stuff. I'm fairly certain. So probably never gonna use that. But I don't have, okay. Just making sure. And then we just yoink. Yep. Yep, I am. Yeah, I'm heading back. See you later. Goodbye. I got places to be. And that place right now is hanging out with Takemi, I guess. So, clinic. Yes, that. Ha! Rain is awful outside. Came because of my message. Want to do a clinical trial. I feel like I can become closer to Takemi thanks to the Death Pursuit Mandrake. Don't think it'll deepen just yet. But we're gonna do that. Head into the examination room. So we had Yusuke go up, but these other two not quite yet. It'll be next time. Takemi will grow stronger soon. Okay, so don't even have to give a gift that time. Cool. So it'll for sure go up next time. Alright, well.
You're back.
Yep, I sure am. Oracle-worthy news? Meh. Let's see here. So, yeah, I could hang out with Sojiro. I'm not gonna go up with Chihaya yet, but apparently she's an important one because I can do the other confidants faster if I do hers. And yeah, so maybe I'll prioritize that whenever she's available. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that in that case. Let's see here. So, and I have a yeah, I have a fortune one right there. Hi, man. Fantasies are practically unstoppable. Everyone loves you guys, as do I, of course. Sorry, but I'll be busy collecting info today. Yeah. Okay. Hi there. So you have trouble towards women. There was a woman last time too. Wait, is that? Anyway, please be careful. Well, then what we like to do today. Sure. Sure. Yeah, let's go hang out here. Here we go. Here we go now. Yeah, we're hanging out real good. Yeah, nobody wants to rank up with me. Everyone just wants to get closer to ranking up with me. Alright, bye. See ya. Alright, it's Friday. Alright, what's happening today? Hello? There's a certain place. Senpai, do you want to do some training today? Truth is, I want to try something a little bit different. I was hoping maybe you could join me. I'm eating right now. Cup of coffee right after some curry is the best, yada yada. I see that all the time. Let's enjoy the Chief's coffee for now. So, hold on. We gotta be close to maxed out with her current 5, right? Hold on. So I think hers was Faith. It screws me up because, like, it shows the Arcana on the far left side, but the moment you hover over them, it moves it over to the right. It's screwing me up here. Yeah, I'm already at 4. So, like, there's only 1 left to go. So, like, we could do that whenever. Hello, Arduous Horde. How's it going today? Kazumi. Yeah, so maybe I'll prioritize hanging out with someone else. I mean, what if that rank 5 thing is really good? The rank 4 thing is really good. Super Packed, want to come with? I don't know. Still be in Shibuya for a little while. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, there's no one to hang out with there. I could go up with Yusuke again. Yusuke really likes me. Go up with Kasumi and bring her to rank 5. So maybe we'll hang out with her another time. Because Yusuke could use some more progress. But, I should probably go, get rid of this Mandrake. And, get Regent again. That's what I should probably do, right? Well, all this persona back and forth going on here. Alright, hi! Hi, yeah, that persona that I just got out of here, I want to get rid of it. I'm done. Yeah, go ahead. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Until I want to go hang out with Takemi again, and then I'll need it again. Alright, so in terms of Emperor, yep. I know I just executed that one not that long ago, but I need it back. You know. Alright, I'm outie. Goodbye. I've got places to be in right now. That place is hanging out with Yusuke. Underground walkway. But a good finish your second Persona 5 Royal playthrough. So now you're gonna do the third one, right? No, what I have to do now is wait. What a nerve-wracking time. Meanwhile, I'm here to observe the public in an attempt to refresh my mind. Do you need something? I came to see you. You must have a wealth of free time if that's your decision. Or is that like 2 completely new playthroughs, or like new game plus 1 chaining into the next and carrying over progress and trying to fill up that completion percentage and stuff? Yeah, let's see here. Become closer with Yusuke. I should have read those lines because they were something different, but whatever. Hang out with him. That would really help me out. I find it quite suspicious that he would offer money to a mere high school student like myself. I'm grateful for his offer, but I'm unsure of what to do. I don't know. Try calling him. Yeah. I must cling on to any semblance of hope I can find in this world. Seems weird Yusuke saying yeah. I would imagine he would say yes or something instead. Very well. I will call him. He says he's willing to meet me with this... whatever. The person can help ease my societal discomfort as well as diffuse the temptation of money. I thought it was going to go right into cutscene, which is why I turned my camera off. Whatever. Furthermore, your composure will allow you to tell me if he is truly attempting to scam me. Come on, Abe-san is waiting for us at the sushi bar. I already told him you will be coming, so let us go. Let's go! Let's go munch. Come, I've ordered your portion as well. Please eat freely.
No.
Before that, there is something I would like to ask. Just, who are you? My name is Inigo Montoya. An interesting question. My work involves gallery management, but my hobbies are diverse. The Foundation is but one of those hobbies. Broadly speaking, we're responsible for scouting and nurturing talented youth involved in the art world. We offer free scholarships, mediate study abroad programs, and we also connect young artists to customers. At a time, even Madarame participated in our organization. Sensei? I mean Madarame. Indeed, a good many benefited from his time working with us. We were aware of the dark rumors about him, but we could never have seen his confession coming. I suppose it's likely he was deceiving us that whole time. Madarame, to think I once relied on his teachings, called him my mentor. This is all because of him. It is his fault I can no longer view paintings with a pure heart. In the past, simply the desire to paint led me to seek beauty. But now, I find myself constantly weighed down by the search for awards or the praise of others. An ugly attachment has fastened itself upon my work. I can no longer paint how I used to.
How could this be?
My art is tainted. I see. However, it will be wasteful to let your talent dry up. Our foundation would gladly support you. Not only as a former student of the infamous Madarame, but someone with those looks. There is definitely a market for you. We'll sell you as the tragic, handsome artist. What do you mean? As he said, I am wondering the same thing. Exactly as it sounds. Having your ideas stolen by Madarame, losing a place to live, hungry for food. That unstable air about you makes for the perfect tragedy. A story like yours will sell to even those who don't understand art. A story? If you don't have one in the modern climate, nobody will even mention your name. Don't worry, we'll handle the details. But in return, you must sell your work through my gallery. We will take a mediation fee, but you'll be granted steady revenue and a nice customer base as well. Do not mock me. But, you know, in modern markets, when you're basically any kind of business, like, you're gonna do a lot better if you have a story that people can get behind. Like, he's not wrong about that.
How foolish.
Tragedy, looks, story. Those have nothing to do with art. In the end, this is only about money, that which taints pure beauty. How immature. Excuse me. Seems you haven't learned anything after all. You're not looking at reality objectively. Is wealth really that horrible? And beyond that, how long will you continue to chase those illusions of yours? Purity, art.
I decline.
Shut your mouth! I reject your offer. I thought you, of all people, would have the resolve to use art to make a living. I have that resolve. However, I also believe such a life should only come via proper assessment. In that case, I have an opportunity for you. My foundation will soon be holding a competition for young artists from around the nation. The prize shall be our support. We'll bring customers from around Japan to see the next grand talent. The great talent, whatever. There'll be a great deal of pressure on you should you enter. Or perhaps, are you too afraid?
What did you say?
I wonder if you have what it takes to withstand a skill-based assessment of that magnitude. I look forward to finding out. Now then, seems there's no use in any further discussion. You can have them send the bill to my office.
You are unforgiving.
That avaricious bastard! Why is it that all artists talk about is money, money, money? Has the true meaning of art been lost? Oh, the truth is within you. Harmonia.
Yes.
You are correct. My passion could change the world. However, I would starve to death without money. Passion alone may fill my heart, but it cannot fill my stomach. What a troubling predicament.
You have my thanks.
Anyhow, I'm quite glad that you chose to accompany me here. But no, I get that vibe, like, when I'm, making content on my channel, for example. Like, for example, I want to do more other kinds of video essays, but, you know, I kind of keep having to do, like, Pokemon video essays, which, you know, Pokemon is something that I'm passionate about. I don't mind doing it too much, but if I had to choose to spend my time on other things I was more passionate about, I'd probably choose that. But you have to figure out striking a balance between what you're passionate about and what people want to see. Because, you know, if I need to pay for things like university classes, which, you know, especially after the government cut university funding, I'm paying close to a grand per class nowadays. It's like, yeah, yeah. Anyhow, I'm quite glad that you chose to accompany me here. I may have bit my tongue off in anger had it only been me. In other words, you are a soothing force in my life. Luckily, I'm in a secure enough situation, you know. Never gonna have to worry about putting food on the table around here, don't think. At least for the foreseeable future. But, you know, and I should be able to get through university without taking out student loans. But it's freaking expensive, man. It does definitely hurt. Live painting allows UCK to use card duplication and card creation on the spot. What does that mean? On the spot. Like, can I do it in palaces or something? I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I will partake in Kawanabe's exhibition. I'm going to display my ability and prove him wrong. Come, let us go home. Actually, we should eat first. The sushi has done nothing wrong, after all. Exactly.
Let us return home.
Now, let us head off. But yeah, that reminds you of that Mark Hamill quote. I'm not actually familiar with who that is, but in Hollywood, it doesn't matter if a movie is good, it's if it makes money. Yeah, that's, and speaking about, like, my Pokemon essays, that's kind of how I feel like the modern Pokemon games are, where it doesn't matter if it's a high-quality game. It matters if it's marketed well enough that it's going to sell a lot of units, and that's exactly what happened with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, it was not a well-made game, it was just really well-marketed. Harmonia, I need a pep talk. It's good that I'm sitting in front of the canvas while my emotions are hot. But the lingering taste of sushi has me utterly distracted. Not only that, I allowed Kawanabe to pay for it all. And, you know, that's also the kind of thing that becomes a lot easier to pursue when you have an established fan base, you know, like something like Pokemon, or if we're gonna use movies for an example, like the massive influence of Marvel. Oh, Luke Skywalker. Joe could take your pick on what you know by both his most iconic roles. Okay, so him then. Gotcha. I like him. But yeah, for like the movie industry, for example, things that are like modern Marvel movies, or, you know, even think about Star Wars there, the most recent Star Wars trilogy where, you know, people collectively were like, wow, that kind of sucked. And, including him saying that, you know, he fundamentally disagreed with, you know, the whole direction his character was taken, which, you know, makes sense for the way Luke was handled in those movies. But, you know, if it's a big name that can be marketed well, doesn't matter, just pump it out there. Just get it out. Not only that, I allowed Kawanabe to pay for it. I'll also think about Star Wars. That was the meme going live today was technically a Star Wars one. With this was our going live meme today. So, rather fitting. Somehow Palpatine came back. Not only that, I allowed Kawanabe to pay for it all. I'm tainted after all. I'm a petty sellout. A slave to the power of money. It's not a crime to enjoy sushi. I suppose that sushi was truly delicious. It didn't list the price for some reason. but I could only imagine it was quite expensive. Certainly, sushi can be a form of art, when it's prepared with such care and artisanal craftsmanship. If I'm being honest, I still feel doubts about my work. I may end up embarrassing myself again, but even then, I must express myself. Your support in this would mean the world to me. Goodbye for now. Alright, well, it's evening. But yeah, really goes to show, huh? Just a few degrees cooler would do it, yeah. Shake with desire, yeah, with desire to, I'll look out for you again. I'm sure you know, but I didn't get requested tonight. It would be great if you could request me. I might. Let me just have a look-see around. Okay, if it was the fortune teller, I probably would have done that, but it's not the fortune teller, so it's been a little while since I've saved, so I'm just gonna do that. Sad part is Disney are big enough that if a few brands are going downhill, their other brands will likely make up that money. Oh yeah, like they've got Marvel, they've got Star Wars, they've got all their like classic Disney stuff. Like, in what genre even is that? Like the classic animated stuff that they keep on making into live action stuff. But that field, you know, all their bazillion things. Gonna call it Kawakami. Let's call the service. But you know, it really sucks when, you know, just like the big established things that people are familiar with, like, because people are most likely going to gravitate towards the things that they're most familiar with and like most comfortable with, even if they feel that it's not like, you know, the greatest quality ever. It's what they're comfortable with and will gravitate towards. Like, everyone kind of experiences that to a degree. Like, for example, when I was into the Assassin's Creed series for a long time, like before I was even a content creator, and I kept on picking up like the subsequent titles, it's not because I was expecting them to be like standout masterpieces that were gonna blow my socks off, but it's something that I was comfortable with and something that I was used to and I would still like get enjoyment out of, even if it wasn't, you know, like an absolutely blowing my socks off kind of masterpiece. Marvel, Star Wars, Fox, Pixar, live action, Star Classics, and Star Disney. Okay, so a whole lot of things in that case then. Yeah, geez. But, you know, it's completely natural to gravitate towards stuff that you're more familiar with. Like, everyone does it. You know, there's absolutely no shame in that. But it does mean that, you know, the ones that have established themselves don't have to try as hard as the ones that, you know, actually really need to, you know, do something amazing to be, like, super standout. And oftentimes, things that do come out that are really amazing don't get as much attention as the things that are mediocre, but just had, like, a big name behind them. Like Scarlet and Violet selling 10 million copies in, you know, under 3 days. Or within 3 days there. I think that was only physical copies. Or if we're going to talk about movies, for example. I'm not that much of a movie buff. I don't go out and see movies a whole lot. But I remember hearing good things about some movies that had come out in the past year. One of which was the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I decided to watch it on the flight to Italy this past October. I watched a couple movies on the way to Italy. One of which I watched on the plane ride was Morbius, just because I heard it was so bad and I wanted to, like, check it out myself and see if it was really, you know, just funny bad. The answer was no, it was just boring bad. Like, not even worth checking out as a meme bad. It was just boring. And basically, like, it just kind of felt like the culmination of, like, mediocre superhero movie stuff, you know, is what it felt like, with, like, no substance behind it. But then this more niche movie that I decided to check out that I heard some good things about, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was a really good movie. I really liked that one. Might be my favorite movie of 2022. I quite enjoyed that one. Would highly recommend. I don't know where you would tune into that. I just watched it on the plane. But I got a kick out of that. It was really, really funny at a lot of points, and it had a lot of like very existential stuff going on, and you know, some really cool messages behind it. I really like that movie, but you know, it kind of hurts me a little bit inside to see when really, really good movies like really go under the radar just because they don't have much of a name behind them. But you know, super big name movies are going to make like a massive name for themselves, even if they're just like the definition of mediocrity, just because they're so established, you know. And that's part of the reason why I like having taken the direction with this channel that I have with diversifying my gaming palette. Had I not become a content creator, I probably would have just continued playing mostly exclusively the games that I was familiar with and comfortable with, or seemed like similar enough to stuff that I'd already played. Like, I would not be going out there to try things I'd never played before. But here I am, having done this channel for what, like, about 5 years now? And throughout this time, it has been, like, a really eye-opening experience in diversifying my gaming palette and trying out things that I've never tried before, like Persona 5, like we're doing right now, being like, huh, that's really cool. Or another thing that we've been getting into on the channel, like recently-ish, is the Metal Gear series. And I look forward to continuing with the Solid titles here soon, because I hear that those are really cool. But even just the retro stuff we've done so far, even though there have been some stressful times, it's been interesting. It's been quite an interesting experience. Or another thing that we've covered in like the past year, Soulsborne games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, that's been fun. Or the Tales of series that I didn't even realize was a series. I knew Tales of Symphonia was a game that existed, but I didn't realize Tales of was like a whole series. But now I've learned that, and I'm like a few games into that series, and it's like, huh, you know, I'm not super down for every aspect of these games. There are some parts of it that, you know, kind of aren't all that great sometimes. But overall, it's pretty interesting, and I'm getting this experience and forming my own opinions on it. And it kind of makes me wish that I went out of my way to diversify my gaming palette, like, much before I was a content creator. It makes me wonder, like, how many people that are gamers like me would, you know, find it to be an interesting experience if they strove to not just play, like, the things that they're comfortable with and familiar with, but instead sought out things that they've never tried before and are unsure if they'll like or not, like I have been with the past several years of this channel. And it's been an interesting experience. I'm really glad to have taken this path, you know? That's why you're eager for DC's future, because Warner Brothers needs to keep an audience to stay alive. Yeah, like they're somewhat established as well, but they do definitely need to, you know, try a lot more. Morbius is a generic superhero movie, and Morbius is a villain, well, anti-hero or whatever the heck. Hello, Politico Stefan. One of the few potential signs of hope for brand improvement is that Disney has become cautious about pumping out more Star Wars movies. Large corporations have been forced to learn that putting out bad movies actually reduce the profit potential of said franchise. Yeah, the biggest example of that being Solo, a Star Wars story, or whatever the heck there. Wasn't that gonna become like a trilogy if it was successful or something like that? But ended up losing money. Alright, is the worst. Yeah, let's call services. And, you know, I'm not sure how I'll incorporate it, but this kind of line of discussion is something that I might incorporate into the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video essay. Just the idea of, you know, diversifying one's gaming palette. That, you know, the way that I feel about Scarlet and Violet is if you play, like, mostly things like Pokemon games and then just play that, it's like, wow, that's so amazing, it's so good. But if you diversify your gaming palette and play, like, other open world games and, like, try things that you're not familiar with, it's like, huh, these other games are a lot better, aren't they? I think The Last Jedi was more of the reason for Solo's failure. That was the second of the new trilogy, right? Where did that movie not do super well, and then it couldn't really lead into Solo all that well. BRB, alrighty. Yeah, I'll come over there right away. So I might potentially discuss that in the thing, because yeah, I've been really glad for the past several years on the channel of just like diversifying my gaming palette. Of course, a lot of the stuff that we cover on this channel is still stuff that I am comfortable with, that I'm passionate about, that I've played before. But a lot of things are things I've never played before, like this, and I'm like, wow, this sure is one of the strangest video games I've ever played. But hey, I'm getting this experience, and, you know, I want to provide more services for you. That'd be great. I'm really good at giving massages. Stop. I'll massage you anywhere you like. Well, how was that? Thing is, I talked to my boss about picking up more shifts, but he said that he prioritizes younger women. How old are you? How rude! Seriously, he didn't have to say that right to my face. I mean, age has nothing to do with cleaning a room. I look damn good for my age, if I do say so myself. Girls in my neighborhood always tell me I'm pretty. And the latchkey kid who lives next door always asks me to tie up her hair. Thanks to that, I'm an expert with these pigtails now, see? So I'm damn good for... Wait, don't tell me I'm the only one who thinks this way.
Master?
Would you please give me your honest opinion? Look pretty good as a, Either this one or that one. Sure, I'll say yes you do. Really? I'm gonna take your word for it. You go out of your way to request me, and all I do is sit here and vent to you. The heck am I saying? You're my student. My double life as both a teacher and a maid is so exhausting. Maybe I let my guard down because you know both sides of me. The more I come here, the more I feel like I can relax. As a maid, I'm supposed to help my master relax, but instead I'm the one who's being helped.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm such a terrible maid. I feel Kawakami's kindness. Bam! Another star! Another good noodle star! Cool.
Right.
Neat. I have to confess something. I lied about the reason why I need to make more money. I don't have a sick sister. And that stuff about the fees and charges was a lie too. I didn't already know that, but I'm gonna say I already knew that. I can't get requested unless I make up those types of stories. See, you understand now, right? Nothing good will come from involving yourself with a terrible person like me. It's a good lesson learned. Let's just put an end to this. Thank you for using our service. Aw, big sad.